Hello, it's John Heaton, and today I'm going to review another Supertramp album. I'm going to do the second one, Indelibly stamped. I'm not going to show you the front cover because I don't think I'm allowed to on YouTube, or I don't wish to. It's not a very good cover. But this is the inside picture of the band, and they really do look like tramps, most of them, in this picture. But anyway, it was their second album following their debut in 1970. This came out in 71. And it's a bit of a mixed bag, to be honest with you. And strangely, what I noticed is that on the first album, Roger sings most of the lead vocal, and on this album, Rick sings more often the lead vocal. So I don't know why that was, but anyway, because they both co-wrote the songs on both albums. For the most part, I think. But anyway, let's go through the tracks. Your Papa Don't Mind is an opening rocker, and it's nothing very special. In fact, it's pretty forgettable. Not bad musicianship, but just not a very good song. Travels from Roger that is next. And the first 2 minutes of this, especially when the drums come in, are magical and kind of predictive of where the band was going to go later on in their career. You can hear that kind of groove, really nice melody and singing and musicianship from the band. And then Rosie Had Everything Planned is from Roger again, and it's a gorgeous melody, and probably, well, it wasn't his first gorgeous melody, because on the first album he did have Words Unspoken and Surely, which are both great melodies. And this is probably his nicest melody on this album. Although the words are very strange, because they're about some kind of psychopath or guy, some guy who killed people. So it's a bit like Maxwell Silverhammer in that respect. The next track is Remember from Rick, and this is pretty bad. I don't know how this made the album. It's supposed to be a kind of mock live performance with some kind of multi-layered saxophone. It doesn't work. Side one finishes much stronger with Rick's song Forever. Gloriously simple, and at least, I mean, the only problem with this song is it's just got the verse and that's about it. There's no middle eight or chorus or anything. But it's a fun track to listen to, and it kind of builds up nicely with the clapping rhythm in the background. So side one, not bad. I think side two is probably a little bit stronger. Starts off with Pato, which is, it's called a crude piece of British rock. It's described as that on the album sleeve, and it's got a nice guitar riff, but it's not much of a song, and some pretty dodgy Rick Davies lyrics, if we're honest. Coming Home to See You is a very amusing song from Rick, mainly from Rick. He sings the lead. You could describe the lyrics as dodgy, but I'll give them the benefit of the doubt. I think they're quite amusing. And some very nice musicianship towards the end of this track, with some nice bass playing from either Roger or Frank Farrell, because both of them are credited with bass guitar on the credits. Which brings us to the best track on the album, in my opinion, Times Have Changed. It's a brilliant track from, I assume, mainly Rick, because he's singing the lead vocal. The first in a succession of great ballads from Rick over the years, which would include Downstream, Rudy, and from now on future albums. This one is sad, good lyrics, heartfelt, emotionally sung, and nice musicianship, and a glorious harmony line from Roger on the line, and I'll be on my way, which they sing 3 times because it's so good. So I love that. So best track on the album. Friend in Need, another very good track from mainly Rick, I think. Quite a sad lyric, but kind of upbeat song. And then we have a track called Aries, which Roger takes the lead on, which is nice use of flute from Dave Winthrop plays the flute for Supertramp on and sax on this album, so before the arrival of John Haywell. This song is quite reminiscent of Traffic, really, I think. Overall, this album is kind of not really made up its mind what style it wants to be, and maybe that was the reason why it didn't do too well commercially. But there's some very strong moments on here, particularly Times Have Changed, Coming Home to See You. Rosie Had Everything Planned, and I had a soft spot for Forever as well. So if you want to investigate this early Supertramp album, it's not as commercial as the later work, and it's worth checking out. So out of 10, I'll give it a 7.5, I think, or an 8 maybe. Okay, thanks for watching. See you next time.